Oh, good morning. So in the previous video we have seen arrangement of this clamp and construction of this clamp as usual. So here shorter side, here it is the longer side, trapezoidal shape, shorter side construction of the brick wall, that is what we have seen, a trapezoidal shape with the shorter side, okay, shorter side is slightly in the excavation, shorter slide slightly in the excavation and wider end is raised in the angle. So this angle generally we explained it is a 50 degree, it's not fixed, it's somewhat 50 degree. Okay, so again brick wall is constructed, which is okay, brick wall is constructed with the mud itself, and okay, fuel layer of 80 centimeter thick is laid. So that is what I have written here, fuel layer. So fuel layer may be grass, cow dung, groundnut, wood, coal, etc. On the top 4 to 5 layers of brick is done. Okay, so the total setup is covered with the mud. So 4 to 4 3 to 4 meter height will be, it's the clamp, 3 to 4 meter height. So similarly next layers is also constructed, so the everything is covered under the mud, everything is will be covered under the mud to avoid the escape of heat, to avoid the escape of heat. Okay, so here what you can see, the period of burning may be 1 to 2 months, 1 to 2 months, and after that it is left for cooling again for 1 month or 2 months. Okay, 2 months burning, 2 months cooling. So burned bricks will be taken out from the clamp. Okay, taken out from the clamp. So this is a clamp construction or burning of bricks using clamps, using the clamps. Okay, this is a temporary construction, you can see. Okay, so what are the advantage for the clamp burning? For the clamp burning, the bricks produced are tough, strong, because burning and cooling are gradual, slow burning, slow cooling, so that is why they are tough and strong. Burning in clamps proves to be cheap and economical because fuel used here is less costly. No skilled labor and supervision are required. Okay, obviously no skilled labor and supervision. There is considerable saving of fuel. So there is a considerable saving of a clamp's fuel. Disadvantages: bricks are not required shape. Okay, maybe some shape distortion is there. It is very slow process. Okay, it is not possible to regulate the fire once the fire is done. So we cannot control the fire until 2 months. Quality of brick is not uniform, means some bricks which are at the lower layer may be overburnt, some are at the edges which may be underburnt. Both way it is possible. So advantage, disadvantage. Okay, now this is a typical diagram, or you can say photos of a kiln. It is not a clamp, you understand, it is a kiln. So here you can see this is the inside of a kiln, or you can say kiln. So this is also one kiln. So these sometimes it is called as large oven. So kiln is nothing but large oven which is used to burn the bricks, which is used to burn the bricks. You can see the top is open for vent, small vents have been also there. Okay, okay. Here is the burning process is done, burning is continuously applied. Here see the dried bricks are getting arranged here. Okay, I think this is the photo of a bigger clamp. It's a bigger clamp. Kiln photos are in the next slide. Kiln photos are in the next slide. Okay. Here it is. You can easily see the kills. Okay. See here, continuous loading of, see it is in the bigger scale, it is in the bigger scale, see big construction is there. So one side burning, another side cooling, another side loading, another side unloading, like this. It is a continuous process, it is a continuous process. So that is why these are called as kiln, a big oven manufacturing unit. So this is also one big kiln only, kiln construction only. It is called as Bull Halfman scrinch. It will be shown. Bull Halfman kill. Bull Halfman's. Okay, its name. We will see it in the next class. These are this you remember this one. This is called as tunnel kiln. It is called as continuous burning, or you can say tunnel. Continuous movement of the bricks is there. Inside high temperature will be there. From that side you are getting the burnt bricks. Okay, these are called as intermittent. These are called as continuous. I hope you are understanding. This is also an intermittent kiln. This is also an intermittent kiln. This is also an intermittent kiln. But this diagram is for continuous kiln. How? What is the difference between intermittent and continuous? See here. Here one set of bricks are laid here, one set of bricks are pushed here, burning will be done, cooling will be done, and they are taking one load at a time, one load at a time. Similarly for this yard also, here also one loading, burning, cooling, taking out, unloading, one burning, cooling, loading, like that. So it is done in an intermittent way. See here, but what is happening in tunnel? Continuously bricks are going inside. Here burning is there, here cooling is there, continuously bricks are coming that side outside. So that is why we call it as a continuous kiln. Two major classification: intermittent kiln, continuous kiln. So example for this continuous kiln is tunnel type. It's called as tunnel type. But for others we have Bull Halfman scrinch. Okay, like that, so many types we are there. So you remember this point. So we have intermittent kilns where loading unloading system will be there. But here what is that? Continuous type, continuous loading, and other side continuous unloading will be there. Okay, you can see what is happening inside the kiln. What is happening inside the kiln? You understand one word will be there: flue pipes. We have flue pipes. Flue pipes are nothing but these are the pipes are there. Here the pipes are there. Okay, so these pipes are embedded inside the wall and they are running in the wall. They are running in the wall. They are running in the wall. Okay, so here also like that. Through these flue pipes, flue gases will be coming out. Through these flue pipes only, flue gases will be coming out. Flue gases, once they catch fire, they will burn these bricks. Once they catch fire, they will burn these bricks. You understand these two words, very important. So if the flue gases are coming horizontally, and they are burning like this, these are called as draught down. Okay, in some cases the gases may come like this. Gases may come like this. See, this fire is there, no? These fires are coming from sideways, no? Fires are coming from sideways. So that is why we have given draught down. Okay, in some cases fire may be coming from the top, so that is why we call as draught up. These are called as draught up type. Okay, so that pipe is coming is called as flue pipe. Okay, so burning process is done inside the kiln. So you remember draught up, draught down, flue pipes. Okay, now you can see kilns. So what I was telling, no, intermittent kilns. So kiln is a large oven which is used to burn the bricks. That's okay. Intermittent means what? So this is intermittent in operation, which means they are loaded, fired, cooled, unloaded. They are loaded first, fired, cooled, unloaded. Okay, so this is each compartment, no? This is a plan, no? So we can go to the previous one. So for that, this is the schematic diagram. There is a schematic diagram. Okay, sure. Can you see this one? This diagram. This is the. So where is that? Okay, so these are the compartments, no? What I was showing. These are the compartment for this kiln setup. For this kiln setup, that plan we are drawing, that one. The plan is that. Okay, so you can see for that plan is this. Okay, from here you can see what is that? Okay, so this is the door, entry door. This is also a door, but these are stored. So these are what? These are fixed. These are fixed walls. These are fixed walls. Or what are these? Sorry, these are bricks. These are bricks. So bricks have been kept like this. Okay, inside the bricks. Inside the bricks. What is this? Flue pipes or flue gases. Flue pipes or flue gases. Okay, so these will burn them. These will burn them. Is it okay with you? So door, bricks are kept inside this one. This is a plan. So flue gases or flue pipes will be there like this. So the gases will come and burn this. Gases will come and burn this. So example for intermittent. Okay. This is also one schematic diagram for bigger clamps. Clamps. This is a clamps. Okay. Okay. So again that clamp burning is shown here. So chambers have been made. Okay. Chambers have been made. That is also same photograph only. So after burning it is left for cooling. So the burnt bricks are taken to the site. Taken to the site. Okay, these are called as clamps. Okay, you can easily see. Okay, intermittent kiln. No, this is intermittent kiln we were discussing. So now here you can see. Here you can see intermittent kilns. Also we have updraft, down draught. What we have shown, no? Updraft, down draught. Okay. So this is also in the rectangle form. Just remember rectangle with this thick outside walls. Okay. So also here also the doors are there. Temporary roof. No need to remember this thing. So obviously kiln means what? There will be outside walls. Okay. There will be roof on the top casing. Okay. So there will be doors. Simple. Those 3 points only explained here. Differentiating point is this. Flue are provided to carry the flames or hot gases through the body of the kiln. Through the body of the kiln that they are loaded and cooled. Loaded, fired, cooled and unloaded. Okay. So intermittent updraft means here the gases will come. Here the gases will come. Okay. So these are the arrangement, simple arrangement, no? So these are the simple arrangement. Raw bricks are laid in the row of thickness of 2 to 3 bricks means what? 2 to 3 bricks are kept in a single. Height 6 to 8, 2 bricks. Fuels are filled with brushwood which takes up freely fire freely. Okay, fuels are filled with the brushwood which takes up the fire, which take up the fire. It should be fire. Okay. Loading of kiln with raw bricks with the top course is finished. Okay. Loading of the kiln with raw bricks with the top course is finished with the flat bricks and other courses are formed by placing the bricks on the edges. You can understand this point with this diagram. Okay. Here you can see, no, here you can see. So the top is flat, so edges are arranged sidewise. Okay, just remember, no need to worry about all those things. Edges are arranged sidewise. These are the top flat bricks. Okay, so 2 layers, 2 to 3 layers. You understand this point, very important. 2 to 3 layers flat bricks on the top, covered from the sides, tops, bottom. Flue gases are sprayed to burn these things. Okay. The next explanation is same only, very simple. So each door is built with the dry bricks obviously and are covered with the mud or clay to avoid the heat escape. To avoid the heat escape. Okay, the kiln is then fired 48 to 60 hours. Draught rises in the upward direction from the bottom of the kiln and brings about the burning of the bricks. So in that diagram, so how the fire was there from the sideways, from the sideways. Yes, do you remember this point? No, from the sideways. So from these side flue pipes, fire will come and burn these bricks, And during this burning process, this fire, or you can say draught, fire is nothing but draught, will rise. So that is why the name given updraught. That is why the name given updraught. Sorry, updraught. Okay, so that is why the name given updraught kilns. Okay, in this diagram, I will explain the difference between updraught and downdraught. Updraught and downdraught. See, updraught means what? The draughts are going upward. The draughts are going upward. See here. So this is a one flue pipe. Here this is also one flue pipe. Draught is nothing but during the burning process the heat is going like this. The heat is going like this. So these are called as updraught. These are called as updraught. In the downdraught type, the same flue gases setup is coming from the top side. Flue gases setup is coming from the top side such that the gases are going downward direction, going in the downward direction. So these are called as downdraught kilns. These are called as downdraught kilns. But in the actual figure, here in this figure, it is updraught. The same fire, if it is coming from the top, then that is called as downdraught. Depending upon the movement of a draft, depending upon the movement of the draught, these are called as updraught. These are called as downdraught. If the draught is moving upward like this, it is called as updraught. If the draught is moving down, then that is called as downdraught. Very simple. Compared to updraught, downdraught burnt bricks are more uniform. Very simple. In the downdraught type, the fuel consumption efficiency is more. But in this case it is less. Okay, these are the two differences. See here, you can see. Okay, you can see. See, the hot gases move downward by the chimney. Hot gases move downward by the chimney draught. In doing so, they burn the bricks. What is the explanation for? What is this explanation for? This is explanation for downdraught. That is what I have explained. So the draughts are coming from the top, and burning, and draughts are going in downward direction, coming from the top but going in downward direction. That is called as downdraught. In the same way, if it is coming from the side, it is and moving towards the top. If coming from the side and moving towards the top, it is called as updraught. Very simple. Only you need to remember these two things. Remaining, what is that? It will be enclosed by this. It is covered at the top. Everything is same only.